Thousands of years ago, long before modern science began to study the human body, our sages uncovered secrets about energy, life, and consciousness. They observed something that most of us have forgotten today, that a woman's hair is not only an ornament of beauty, but a living reservoir of power. It was said that every strand of hair carries vibrations that affect a woman's fortune, attraction, and spiritual force. This is why in temples, the idols of goddesses are almost always shown with long, shining, radiant hair. It was not decoration. It was a symbol, a message about the hidden strength of the feminine spirit. Think about it. Why did ancient cultures say a woman's hair is tied to her luck and confidence? Why do so many traditions even today emphasize how women should treat their hair? With respect, with care, almost like a sacred ritual. Could it be that there is a deeper truth which both spirituality and science recognize? Today, let us uncover this mystery and explore why women's hair was considered one of the most important sources of Shakti. In the ancient Vedas, hair is described as more than a body part. The Rig Veda and Atharva Veda call it a vessel of ogas and tiyas, the two subtle life energies. Ogas is vitality, immunity, the energy of life itself. Tiyas is brilliance, aura, the glow of the soul. Together they create balance, radiance, and strength. And where do these energies get reflected? In the state of your hair. As long as hair remains healthy and full of life, the aura stays bright and the spirit stays strong. Ayurveda takes this further. It says hair is directly connected to prana, the subtle life force that flows in every breath. According to Ayurveda, the condition of your hair mirrors your physical health, digestion, and even your mental state. Stress, imbalance, or weakness shows itself first in the hair. This is why oiling, combing, and nourishing the hair were considered not cosmetic routines, but sacred practices for maintaining balance of body, mind, and spirit. When we look at yogic traditions, the picture becomes clearer. Many yogis and rishis allowed their hair to grow long, often tying it in a knot or covering their heads. Why? Because they believe the head is the main center where cosmic energy enters the body, and hair is like a channel that regulates that energy. To leave it open carelessly was to let power leak away. To tie it or protect it was to conserve and direct the life force inward. Even among women who studied in gurukuls or walked the path of ascetics, hair was treated with reverence. It was seen not as vanity, but as a sign of strength, dignity, and spiritual discipline. Ancient stories also remind us of this. Heroes and heroines whose hair was cut or shorn were considered to have lost power or dignity. Long, shining hair was a sign of confidence, strength, and divine blessing. This is why almost every image of gods and goddesses shows them with abundant hair. It was a way of telling us that divinity flows through the crown and spreads through the strands. Now let's step into the world of science, because here too we find support for this ancient wisdom. On the surface, hair may look like dead keratin strands, but the roots are alive. They are connected to blood supply and to the nervous system. The scalp is filled with nerve endings. When you stroke or massage hair, these nerves send calming signals to the brain. That's why a gentle touch on the head instantly relaxes us. It's a direct effect on the nervous system. Even more fascinating is the pineal gland, called the Ajna chakra or third eye in Indian tradition. This gland regulates energy, circadian rhythm, and even intuition. Some researchers suggest that healthy hair enhances the sensitivity of this gland. That means the clearer and stronger your hair and crown area, the deeper your intuition and perception. In spiritual language, the healthier your hair, the brighter your inner vision. Science also speaks about the aura in its own language. Every living being emits electromagnetic energy, a subtle field around the body. Long, healthy hair actually strengthens this energy shield. It works like an antenna, absorbing signals from the environment and transmitting them to the nervous system. This is why when hair is tied, people feel more stable and focused. And when hair is left open, they feel more receptive, more open to external influences. And now comes one of the most mystical truths of all, the connection between women's hair and the moon. The moon's cycle is about 28 days, the same as the natural cycle of women. In the scriptures, the moon governs water, emotions, and the mind. And through hair, women absorb lunar energy more easily. That is why in ancient times, women were encouraged to sit in meditation during the full moon with their hair open. It was believed that the moonlight flowing through the hair magnified their aura and spiritual power many times. To the ancients, a woman's open hair was not just beauty, it was a reflection of her bond with the moon itself. This leads us to another fascinating point. The duality of open hair and tied hair both carry different meanings and effects. Open hair radiates energy outward. It expands aura, increases magnetism, and enhances attraction. That is why women traditionally kept their hair open during dances, festivals, and celebrations. Their energy would flow into the environment, creating joy and positivity all around. Tied hair, on the other hand, conserves energy inward. It prevents energy from scattering, making the mind more concentrated. Yoginis, meditators, and ascetics tied their hair while practicing, believing it would help them dive deeper into meditation. Even today, when a woman ties her hair while working or studying, she is unknowingly practicing the same principle, directing her energy inward for focus and stability. Indian tradition also connects hair directly to prosperity and goddess Lakshmi. A woman with long, thick, well-kept hair was seen as blessed with abundance. Grooming hair was a sacred act, believed to brighten not only the woman's aura, but also the energy of her entire family. That's why mothers and grandmothers always taught their daughters to oil, braid, and protect their hair. They knew it was not just about appearance, but about strengthening life force. Marriage rituals highlight this truth as well. A bride's hair, decorated with flowers and ornaments, symbolizes the awakening of divine feminine energy flowing into her new household. In this way, hair is directly linked to Shakti, the creative power that sustains life and prosperity. Ancient texts even say, Nari Ka Shakti, a woman's power resides in her hair. Now let's see how modern science and ancient wisdom actually complement one another. Modern science tells us that hair protects us from harmful UV rays, balances temperature, and supports brain function. Tradition tells us that hair balances energy, reflects aura, and attracts prosperity. On the surface, they may sound different, but both are saying the same thing. Hair is protection inside and out. It guards the body while also guarding the spirit. So what message does this leave us with? That hair is not just fashion, not just beauty, it is energy. Every strand is connected to your vitality, your aura, and your soul. When you take care of your hair, you are not just maintaining an appearance, you are nurturing your inner balance. Every drop of oil, every careful braid, every touch of respect adds strength to your aura and brings harmony to your life. This is why our ancestors respected hair. This is why goddesses are shown with long, radiant locks. This is why even today, women instinctively feel more confident, more alive when their hair feels healthy and strong. It is not just psychology, it is ancient wisdom speaking through the body. So honor your hair, respect it, protect it, because it is not just a crown on your head. It is the key to your energy, your fortune, and your connection with the divine. And if you found this journey valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Share this knowledge with others because somewhere it can awaken a forgotten truth. And if you wish to discover more ancient wisdom and hidden secrets, then like this video, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to our channel. Your support is the inspiration that allows us to continue bringing light to these timeless mysteries.